Thank you. Rosie's Class is a program that was formed to benefit kids in the special education department because I felt as if they didn't have as much social interaction as they should have. Because in school, like, they do a lot of their own work and they stick to their own space and learn all the rules, but they don't really get to communicate with each other in like an organized environment. I really saw a need, and after school we do things like we do sports, we do music sometimes, we do acting in movies, and we do art, and it just kind of gives them a chance because some of them like aren't allowed to audition for the musical, aren't allowed to audition for sports teams, so we try to do a lot of different things that like all of the kids will like. We will split it like this, 5 and 5, right here.
Okay.
Do you want to roll first?
He kicked it.
Go Tyler! Try to get 2, 1 more.
They are learning to socialize outside of a school setting, where usually, they come to school, there's organized sports for special needs.
I'm thinking that it's actually really nice for them to actually try to make a garden and a farm in the city because there's not so many of those around.
Our children are so unhealthy. We know for sure that this is going to be the first generation that does not outlive their parents. Childhood obesity is a huge problem. In New York, it's a food desert, and basically what you're looking at is that there's a huge population. Even though they may have food stamps, there are markets, but yet not all of them take food stamps.
We see gardens, but they're not as big as this, and they're actually trying to make a farm. Like, that is crazy, and I actually am really glad that Miss Annie and the people wanted this to be for us because they're just being really nice, and we got all this food that we're gonna get when it all grows. We're gonna take out the food like we did last year. I got a huge cantaloupe and I had it in my hand.
It teaches you that you're not always gonna like the people that you work with, but you can still learn from them and you can still have positive interactions with them. And it also teaches you how to prioritize.
I'll tell you what. Like you got a secret. Like you know what you're talking about.
I'll tell you what.
Yes, good.
Why don't you come back here, put on this ugly hat,
Give it to her.
and
Give it to
this
her.
ugly apron,
Give it to her.
and you go back and work with that grease.
I decided to take theater arts because my mom taught theater when she taught high school students, and I don't know, I'm more of a shy person, and I just thought that theater would kind of help me get out of my shell a little more.
She just said she'd be a minute, so...
Mr. Art,
Yes.
what do you think about the bunny bench?
I think the buddy bench is a great idea. I think it will bring a lot of student camaraderie, being able to sit down and talk. Just an area where students can meet, which will be common ground no matter what grade level, like kindergarten through 5. But it'll be an area where students can go and talk, possibly work out their problems, and probably have a place that they feel safe, besides being in school. But just an area where students can go and talk and just feel free to be themselves. That's what I think.